that cookie down. Cookies are for closers.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to Spacebound for more top 10 videos every day. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Leave a friendly comment and I'll make sure to reply to every single one of you. Hi and welcome to another Spacebound video, where today we'll be looking at 10 secrets hidden in the Boss Baby.
You shall not pass!
Number 10. Gandalf the Great. So our main character, Tim, is recognized as a highly imaginative kid, making pretty every environment he's in an interestingly fun one. But I guess he also likes to take inspiration from some of his favorite movies, one of these apparently being Lord of the Rings, and his wizard clock pays undeniable resemblance to Gandalf the Great. The writers also included some similar dialogue from Gandalf in The Fellowship of the Ring, famously his
You shall not pass!
as well as
Blather, you fools.
Number 9. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I thought puppies shredded everything.
Yep, film screenwriters sure love their movies. In this case, it would be Indiana Jones or Raiders of the Lost Ark. We can see the resemblance when the spoof scene of Indiana replacing the golden idol as Tim the Boss Baby replaced the new puppy file.
Uh-oh.
Oops. And yes, it did also include a trap, but in this case it was number 8, a mouse trap.
I feel like we should run.
I know.
Yeah, they used a reference to the popular 1963 board game Mousetrap to simulate the chase scene between Indiana Jones and a large boulder. In this case, however, rather than risking being crushed, they're instead caged by the contraption, much like the game, because they're so mesmerized by it and what might happen. Sounds pretty relatable to the first couple of times I played the game, but the movie was so unrealistic. I mean, the darn thing never even worked. Ever. Number 7. Foreshadowing done right. For those not familiar with the concept of foreshadowing, it's typically a way of loosely describing a future event either by warning or indication. And personally, the Boss Baby used this concept in the most creative way I've ever seen to date. As you may know, after the title sequence, we're shown a cinematic of Tim's room which follows his toy train, but what you might not have known is that the train shows us 8 hints to the film's features, all in chronological order of appearance. The first we see is the taxi, which introduces us to Boss Baby. The second is the police car and fire truck, which references to when Boss Baby was trying to get back Tim's tape. The third is the dog in the barn, which references Tim's parents' work at Puppy Co. The fourth is the Mousetrap board game for when they tried to get the folder. The fifth being when Tim's parents leave on the plane to Las Vegas. The sixth being the pirate ship for when Tim and Boss Baby were imagining it. The seventh being the habit rail that Tim and Boss Baby were being chased on. And the eighth being the rocket ship. Number 6. Number change. As we're first introduced to Tim, we see the number 1 on his jersey-style shirt, which pretty much symbolizes he's the number 1 child to his parents. And as he notices Boss Baby coming into play, we see him rushing up the stairs with number 1 on his shirt. But once Boss Baby steps into the lives of Tim's parents, well, we see right as he's jumping down the stairs that his shirt now has number 2, indicating that Boss Baby understandably has become the parents' number 1 priority, and his shirt stays like this throughout the rest of the movie, well, at least until the end when Tim is reintroduced to Boss Baby as a regular baby. Number 5. Sunrise. So after a first rough night with his new baby brother, the last thing Tim probably wanted to see was his face, so why not include it on this sunrise, nice and big. By the way, this was a cute little reference to the intro of the 1997 television series The Teletubbies. That show was, pretty weird, by the way. Number 4. Telephone.
They do everything for me. It's hilarious. But I think the kid might be onto me.
It's funny that DreamWorks Animation would pay reference to a Pixar movie, but it's nice that they include that. Notice anyone from the Toy Story 3 movie? Well, if you didn't, it's the chatter telephone that helped Woody, Buzz, and their friends escape the daycare, but in this movie he uses it as Boss Baby's ways of communicating with other babies similar to him. Maybe that's how he moved himself because we weren't looking at him. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Number 3. The $6 million jump. Next is just a simple reference to the $6 Million Man, where the Boss Baby used his famous jumping sound effect when Tim would try to escape the Boss Baby and his friends by jumping from trampoline to the second floor. Pretty impressive. I'm honestly not gonna lie about that. Number 2, put that cookie down.
The rich get richer, that's the law of the land. Who belongs to the BM?
In this scene, we see Boss Baby and the others in the middle of a meeting discussing why they were sent down. During the meeting, there were cookies scattered on the table which Jimbo would try to grab and eat, but this would trigger Boss Baby to say, "Put that cookie down, cookies are for closers."
That cookie down. Cookies are for closers.
And in the movie Glengarry Glen Ross, Alec Baldwin, who voices over Boss Baby, also played Blake, a hotshot salesman whose iconic line was the same.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Number 1, the banana splits. Lastly, directly following the scene of the babies' meeting, all the babies' parents would suddenly walk into the room, prompting them to act like normal babies, and you can also hear a song start to play.
God, this is so humiliating.
This song is actually the opening theme song to Banana Split's Adventure Hour, a show that aired between 1968 and 1970. If you haven't been able to tell by this list already, the creators of Boss Baby love their references, so as a little bonus, here's just a few more we were able to gather up along the way. Mary Poppins. If you're not already familiar with the story of Mary Poppins, it's about a wonderful magical nanny who literally swoops in out of nowhere with her umbrella to nanny the bratty, uptight Banks children. And how the creators of Boss Baby managed to pay little homage to her was using Eugene as somewhat of a disturbing representation, to be quite honest with you. From her famous classy look of a blouse, dress, and hat to the moment when Eugene flies over the home only lightly to descend by an umbrella, there's no hiding who he wishes he could be. All he needs now is literally a bottomless bag. Home Alone. The creators of Boss Baby must have also been pretty big fans of the Home Alone franchise, and when Tim and Boss Baby were preparing to go to PuppyCo, well, they just had to take the opportunity. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which you probably don't, in the first Home Alone movie, Kevin practically became the man of the house overnight, so I guess he felt needed to act the part. Didn't know it also included the painful act of using aftershave. The same goes for Boss Baby, but hey, you know, gotta look good and be your best, I guess, right? Right. The Matrix. Our next reference comes from the Matrix series. The first one during the scene Boss Baby when Tim learns about Baby Corp and is shown how to get there. First, he's shown a pacifier, which is a reference to the pill scene in the first Matrix between Morpheus and Neo, where he gets to choose between a blue pill, staying in the Matrix, or red, going back to the real world.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Another resemblance is the way they're sitting sucking on the pacifiers and how it's similar in the Matrix as well.
Look, Boo Boo, Bobo, Baba, Choopy, Hushy Baby, Tootsie. It goes by many names.
SWAT. This one is actually a reference to the 1975-76 show SWAT, not the 2003 movie, just so there's no confusion. So during the chase scene between Tim, Boss Baby, and his pals, you can likely hear a dramatic / action-packed theme song in the background as the babies are trying to get Tim's tape. Well, it's actually the opening theme song to the show during its 2-year run, and honestly, it's probably the most memorable part of the show considering its countless number of uses in other TV movies and shows. It's just a classic, to be honest. And with that being said, that concludes 10 secrets hidden in the Boss Baby. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for better content to come in the future. On screen now is going to be annotations to different various videos. If you've enjoyed this one, you might like these ones, or maybe just switch it up and find some random one to watch. But before you do that, make sure to check the description down below to check out the good foundation for a good cause that we have. But other than that, make sure to have yourself a safe and good day.